In the last episode, I had a day off and never lived it down.
I have a day on. Race Stewie and see some beautiful scenery.
Hey, I also saw some beautiful scenery. I saw the beautiful Ebor shop.
And of course, we all pile on bread at the pub for taking a day off. What a dick.
It was fucking brutal. Go. Hey legends, you know the deal by now. A studio file corrupted on us. I've done some editing magic to keep the show on the road, but there are still going to be some dodgy patches in the studio segments. Thankfully, this is the last episode where that's the case. We've been working on this series for over half a year now, and we always knew it'd be free content for you guys. So if you'd like to see us make more of this sort of stuff in the future, do us a couple of favours. Subscribe to the channel, like and comment on this video and all of the other videos in this series, and share them with your mates. That stuff actually does help us out a ton. Alright, on with the episode, and peace out from me.
So the next day, we wake up. I'm fresh as a daisy, Nick. I've had two good sleeps. I was loving it. We hit the bikes. The best part about Stewie is we all said we'd get up at 8 o'clock. 7:50, his bike is started.
It started.
He is revving it. He wants to go already. We're like, oh God, we run out there. We haven't even turned our bikes on. He's taken off.
Yeah. Well, he took liberty on us that day because he's like, let's get a cheeseburger at the general store.
I didn't think that would happen, by the way. I thought he'd be gone, but he drove us to the general store and we all had a good feed.
Yeah, and man, it was so good because I got to meet the kid that you were talking about.
Oh, the kid with the food. Yes.
And he was so nervous. like, no wonder he said it tastes like shit. He didn't say that to us, but he was so nervous. Also, just wearing Fox racing gear. Just like...
He can make you a sandwich real fast.
Yeah. So yeah, we had a great day and we thought, you know what? We'll give the GoPros over to Adam and Tom Jack. So the next bit of footage is from them. We thought, oh yeah, we'll get it flying. You know, we'll get them some good stacks.
Good warp speed.
Some good warp speed. Finally, the cameras will see a bit of motion. First crash of the day was Jared. Smashed up the windscreen, smashed everything up. It was Stewie's windscreen.
I didn't even see that. So he came off and then did he go over the handlebars? What happened?
I don't know. He looked destroyed. He looked very wounded. He had 3 cigarettes to calm himself down. The jerry can was off. He smashed his front brake lever. And we thought, oh, he's going to have to ride without his front brake lever.
Because when we all stopped and were waiting, because I passed him to see if everyone was fine and someone was looking after him. And then he just comes up and hits the back brakes and locks it up all the way and does like a cool skid. And I'm like, cool, dramatic. And he's like, no, I've got no front brake. I can't stop.
And then I had a spare front brake lever. He pulls it out and then we're like, oh, it won't fit.
You had a spare brake lever? No, you didn't.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
So you bought 3 spanners and a spare lever?
Mate, I buy heaps of stuff.
Mate, it's
I had a spark
Nick.
plug as well.
Was it the right one?
Yeah, and a packet of snakes.
Oh my Lord, it's the new Nicholas Kappa.
But like, how is it going to fit this front brake lever? Saw it off with a utility knife. Somehow and then broke it off with a rock.
Some caveman stuff.
That was it was real bush mechanic stuff. And it worked. Jared was back on the road. He did look pretty shaken. But I must admit, I took advantage of this and I passed him.
So wait, he's just come off his motorbike, he's shaken, and you thought it's now time for the cougar to pounce.
Yeah. While he's licking his wounds, I'll pass him. Such a dog move.
That is actually a dog act.
You right?
How many more are coming?
We've got one. Oh no, just two more. Yeah, yeah.
We just keep pulling over, so I'd rather...
No, that's all right. Yeah, usually the boys put their hand up and let you know how many are coming. So
Yeah, no one has.
they're probably about 2 minutes. Yeah, not long. Yeah. Thank you. Cheers. No worries.
We're going along. Then all of a sudden Adam disappears.
Fuck. Too fucking fast.
I look back at it, it looks so bad. Like, that tree really could have messed him up.
Oh, and he is winded.
Fuck. That hurt a bit. Fuck you, Kappa. Fucking of a thing. Slow down, dickhead. See what the fucking brakes. Fuel everywhere. I'll wait for some help. Hit that fucking tree there.
Yeah, and the other thing was he was in the forest and 2 other people passed him and didn't even see he was there.
Hello, Tommy. He didn't even fucking see me. Didn't even fucking see me. He nearly lost it too. Hey! Fuck, no one's gonna see me here. No one's seen me. It's just skidding. I can start it, even if you want to help it from the front, stay up high, because it's just skidding at the back. I can steer it. Oh. No. Bloody. Tom Jack got a bit skinny and he nearly ended up too, but he didn't even see me either. Anyway, thank you. That's a good one. It winded, but knocked the knocked the wind out of me. Yeah. Lucky I didn't have that. Thank Christ.
Yeah, you would have been down. Up over.
Yeah. Thank you. We'll keep going.
That could have really gone bad.
And Tom Jack, Adam, and Jared all have kids, families, and they are riding faster than any of us. They are flying. They are in constant competition.
They've got more to lose than any of us. They have jobs, for number one.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Took me mirror off on a bloody tree.
We're going along, and Adam and I are a bit bored. So we're like, let's do what we did when we were kids. So what we used to do was we'd go as fast as we could, and then we'd stand on the seat, and then poke one leg out like this, like go like that, you know?
Yeah.
Now that's a lot of fun. You know, it's a lot of fun. You do tricks in front of each other. When you're 38...
I mean, I don't think you're going to see that on the Nitro Circus, but yeah.
Yeah. When you're 38 though, little less flexible.
Yeah.
A little less flexible. Also taller.
Also a little bit heavier as well.
Also a little bit heavier. So
Less aerodynamic, yeah.
we get up on the seat and we just go like that.
I wouldn't be surprised if you got up and just had a leg cramp. You're like, oh no,
yeah, man.
God damn it. Can someone give me a banana quickly?
Yeah, it was so close. Anyway, Brett rode beautifully that day. He caught up a few times, which
I had
is good.
not a lot to prove, but I just wanted to be, my goal was to be 20% better than the day before.
Yeah.
Plus having a day off, I felt rested and I wanted to be a bit more confident. And some of the roads, like a little bit more clay, I think it was like a more of a clay type setup, and I felt like I had a better grip on the tyre. And I just went, you know what? I'd rather hit a tree than get rinsed again.
Yeah.
So I'll just go. And if I die, whatever. You know, it's less painful than copping it for 7 hours at a pub.
Saying that, he fell over in a puddle and we still went past him.
Sorry. You went past me. Your two friends stopped and helped. How's that? Your best mate's like, nah, two blokes I've never even met give us more advice and help me out 3 times more.
You right, man? Yeah. Just slip the front there.
What? Yeah, it's a slick corner there. Yeah, I know. I was like, oh, if I can get through there and then.
Yeah.
Oh well.
It's pretty slippery there, isn't it? I filmed your crash too, Brett.
Man, Tom Jack was so nice to me that day. Like every time there was a big crossing or a big section, he'd get across it and then he'd wait for me, and then he'd get off his bike and explain how to get through it. And I was like, what a good guy. Kappa has a lot to learn from. And you're like, nah, see ya.
As if you'd do the same for me.
Yeah, it's true, I wouldn't.
And as if you'd listen to me.
No, I don't listen to anyone.
Exactly. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm just going to give him a heap of shit. Brett, what about a hidden paradise?
Man,
Jack Adgery, amazing camping. I would love to go back there.
I would, even when I was we were riding through there, I was like, we got to take our girlfriends here. They would absolutely love it. There was all these beautiful campgrounds, there was fields, like there was river crossings. It really had it all. Like, I wish I had like the swag on the back and we could just camp out there, or we could go back and do some camping there, because that whole area is just stunning.
Stewie left something behind, I think his sunglasses or something. He had to go back.
Yeah, we stopped and got a burger.
Oh, your head's still on. This is great.
So Stewie was leading, and then about half an hour later, he turns around. I was like, oh, we've gone down the wrong way. He goes, no, all good, keep going. I've left the bag behind. The bag's half an hour there, half an hour back. And I was excited.
Yeah.
Because this is going to be the first day where technically I'm not coming second last. Dave has to stay behind me. I was like, I'm going to come third last today. I was so excited. I was like, all right, Brett, you've got an hour head start. Cut to about 2 hours later, I looked in the rear vision mirror and I was like, oh, God damn it. And Stewie goes, zoom. Straight past me. I was like, God damn it, to hell. But apparently you were trying to outrace him as well because you had the head start.
Well, that's it. He had the head start, and then I saw him come up, and then he had to stop for another reason.
Oh, really?
I forget what it was. He had to stop for something.
Yeah.
And he stopped, and I thought, I've got about 3 to 4 minutes on him. I want to hold this lead. And I raced harder than I have ever raced.
Yeah.
Every corner I was flying, and I was trying to get at him as well. I was going, and then the biggest compliment I've ever had was Stewie pulled up about 3 minutes later after me, and he goes, "Oh bloody hell, you must have been giving it to a Nick." I could tell he could have caught me, but I could tell he was like, I was like, yeah, finally. But keep in mind, I did have a 3 to 4 minute head start.
But I love the fact that everyone had pretty much an hour on him.
Yeah.
But by the end of the day, he pretty much made his way back to second place.
Of course, yeah.
You're like, what is this? He's some type of freak. And fair enough passing me, I get it. But the other guys, they go pretty hard. I was like, how did he make up this much time over 8 hours?
He just sits on, doesn't move, just goes.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Incredible stuff.
get to this road, this good strip of road. Then Brett, not us, but apparently some riders wanted to have a bit of a drag race.
Not us. We witnessed this.
Yeah,
we witnessed this, and we saw other people doing it, and it was, you know, private property and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But someone,
Let's just call him Brad.
Brad,
Yeah.
was quite exhausted and was revving the bike too much and was sitting too far back on the seat. And when he let go of the clutch, he gave it a little bit too much because he wanted a quick start. And next thing you know, who would have thought, this guy was also riding a DR650, by the way. What are the odds? It was on the back wheel.
I thought it wouldn't be possible.
I thought it wouldn't be. If you thought you were shocked, imagine how Brad felt. And Brad also nearly took out someone who looked very similar to your father.
Yes, yeah.
So 2 people were quite shocked.
Yeah. I think Dad was kind of angry. He was like, oh, God. He thought he had a chance on his Sateo 650. I was like, nah.
God, yeah. Brad
Tried to race Kappa's dad and end up doing a mono on a DR650, and I didn't think it would happen. It honestly shocked me, but I'm glad the old girl's got a bit of grunt left in her.
Man, the best part wasn't me once again. Brad, when he went to turn into it, he dropped the bike as well. The double.
Oh, God, he dropped the bike.
Oh, just doing the smallest turn. Brad was so exhausted. Brad bang. Brad, like, I hope no one saw that. Anyway, so we keep riding, and where do we end up?
We go through Tabulum, and then we get to the Lunatic Hotel in Drake.
Nick said, Brett, you're going to love it. It's called the Lunatic Inn. I was like, yeah, everything's got a name, whatever. We get in there, and I was like, oh, yeah, this is actually going to be a great night. You know, we have a beer, we're at the front, we're all excited. Technically, it's the last day. They were all having a big ride together.
Final day for the Border Bunch, the Lunatic Hotel. You!
So at the bloody Lunatic Hotel in Drake, and look at this, already found one.
Gotcha! Yeah.
Got you.
We have a few beers, and we go inside. There is so much Brocky memorabilia, it's not funny.
Oh, it's so great. And I knew Brett would love this pub. Stewie, my brother, and Dave and I stayed there 3 years before that. We get to the Lunatic Hotel in Drake, and we say 2 rooms, thanks. The lady throws 2 keys on the desk. She goes, one of them has a hot shower, one of them doesn't. I'll leave it to you to find out.
Was that 2 years ago?
Yeah. So,
oh my God, not much has changed because there was freight containers out the back, and one of them, she goes, oh, that's your one or whatever, and there was just unmade beds that people had slept in. I was like, whatever, doesn't matter.
But what did I tell you, Brett? Drake. It's got that feeling about it, doesn't it? Like,
Mate,
we could get eaten alive here.
I've never seen so much Brocky fucking memorabilia in one place.
Yeah.
So we rocked up, and I knew it was going to be good, right? Because on the toilet, it said, shitter is broken, urinal works, and then there was another sign underneath that said, $10 haircuts on a Tuesday. I was like, I think that's probably the reason why the toilet is clogged, because they're flushing the hair.
Man, it's so good as well. Like, hey, the shitter's broken, but use a urinal.
Hey, we still got options.
Also, you can get a haircut. Where
Yeah.
else?
Please don't shit in the urinal. And then there's all this Brocky memorabilia everywhere, and wasn't it bolted down to the wall? It was the only thing that was bolted to the wall.
Yeah, there was all this sports memorabilia, and then it just had the Brocky frame bolted to the wall. Just like fully, like a safe. Like, so many drunk guys must have tried to rip it out of the wall.
That's the 5th one they've had of that same poster. But the best part was, it had like a framed one of Muhammad Ali.
No. You idiot.
What was
it was a framed photo of Rocky Balboa.
Oh, it was a long time ago. I knew it was a boxer.
And it was signed by Rocky Balboa. And then Adam goes, I hope they know he's not a real guy.
But also what it said signed by him, and it said best drinks ever.
Yeah.
By Rocky Balboa. A fictional character loves drinks here.
You mixed up him and Muhammad Ali.
It was 2 years ago. I'm struggling to... I knew it was a boxer. Anyway, it was the best
Fantastic
pub.
night.
And they mustn't have paid their bill there in a while, because we're like, can I have a Jack Daniels? No. Can I have this? No. And then they go, oh, wait, there's $5 VBs. And I was like, oh, okay, it's not Victoria. I can understand why. Got a schooner of VB, and I go, yeah, that's off.
Yeah, and it was cash only.
Cash only, no spirits. And then Nick, I think you asked for 2 Bundies, and I go, hey mate, they've only got speckled hen, like that's a like random thing. And I'm like, I've never, or Teacher's Hill or something crazy.
Yeah, something like that. We drank the whole bar dry, and then we got cornered by this bloke.
Oh my god!
And he was telling us all these stories. Like he's like, man, I got on a 2-stroke. I strapped a dolphin torch to the front. He kept doing all the sounds like.
He did full sound effects, but the best part was he was trying to tell us a story about how he was making out with some birds or something, you know, giving it a bit of ham.
Yeah.
And then these farmers wanted to bash him and his mate, and then he outrode them, and then nearly got in a fight with these other people. All of these things definitely didn't happen. But the favourite part was, for upwards of 20 seconds in each part of the conversation, he'd just be like, so I was like, I was like, yeah, we get it. You're on a motorbike. You don't have to keep doing the sounds. And then he was just drinking a 5-seed cider, which was even more confusing. I don't even know if they still sell 5 seeds. I mean, if it was anywhere, it'd be that pub.
It was the best. Talking to this bloke, we get our feeds, and surprise, surprise, the chef, also 14 years old,
yes,
once again wearing Fox racing paraphernalia. I'm like, what is the go, right?
Maybe that's who sponsors the chefs. Who knows? But it was a good feed, though. I remember that. I remember loving the feed. I ordered maybe a steak or something, and you had the Parma. And the guy who was telling us a story about the 2-stroke doing all the sound effects, we didn't realise he actually might have worked in the kitchen as well. And he comes up to everyone on the table and goes, hey guys, how was the Parma? And you're like, oh, it's beautiful. And he goes, yep, crumbed it myself. And I was like, there's no way that guy washed his hands. Enjoy your Parma, Nick.
We were like, oh my God, all of us nearly choked up because, yeah, most of us got a Parma. We were like, oh my God, that guy touched it. Jesus Christ.
$1.30? Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Oh no!
So that night we had the Golden Sump Awards. Oh yeah, there you go.
What colour is it, Dave? I feel like I'll be seeing it a lot. Favourite lolly. Apparently Cap's bike won't get in there, so he needs a plane.
We just thought you might need a new bike by the time you get home, mate.
Hey.
The Golden Sump comes from when Jared rode his 1200 over a huge jump and smashed the sump to pieces.
Yes.
And ever since then, we've had the Golden Sump.
Now, who's on this award? Because basically they engrave everyone's name on there, so you've got to do something memorable or stuff something up each year. So who else is on there?
My dad's on there. As I said before, ladies beamer over in a river, 15 minutes into the ride. Nice. He's on the Golden Sump. Jared's on the Golden Sump. From a year when I didn't go, someone got on the Golden Sump. I think it was my brother or something like
nice.
That. Case. Yeah. Trophy. This year goes to our newest member.
Oh, I won! Yes!
Yes, I am a part of history. Yes, for doing my clutch plates before I got there, my name has been inscribed in the Hall of Fame. Nick, is your name on there?
No.
Winner.
Because I never crashed. We had a great night. We drank the whole bar dry. I wish I could say that we drank heaps of alcohol, but there was no alcohol to drink. We were just going through everything.
No, and the best part was, by the time they closed the bar, we grabbed a few more takeaways. We had a heater. We were all standing outside drinking around this heater. And I was like, all right, I'm going to bed. But there was 2 freight containers and everyone had took the nice one that had the heater in there, and I was like, you know what, I'm happy to freeze. I've just got to get away from Nick Kappa for one night because he snores and I haven't been able to sleep properly in the last 5 days. I just want a room to myself. Even though it looked like I was sleeping in a bed that had already been slept in, I was like, I don't care. At least I get some silence for once.
We had the awards, we had the celebrations. It was the final night for the Border Bunch. It was crazy. It was good to see my friends. But then we had to leave for the next day.
Legends. Along the ride, we raised some cash for Are You Bogged, Mate, which is a men's mental health charity for blokes in the country. If you got some spare coin, jump on their website and donate. In the next episode, Kappa eats pizza for breakfast.
We say goodbye to the Border Bunch.
And we start a cruisy journey all the way home.
Then something happens to one of us that changes things forever.
Yeah, one of us nearly dies.